In 2010, the big craze in terms of home computers has very much been for the tablet computer. A tablet computer is very similar to a normal computer, except that you remove the keyboard and the mouse and you control it by tapping on the screen. Now, by far, the most well-known and the biggest selling of this year has been Apple's iPad, but there are a few other manufacturers who are following suit with their own models. Now, I'm joined by my colleague, Computeractive staff writer James Temperton, who's been reviewing a couple of them, and he's going to tell us about them.
Well, I've been taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Tab, which is one of the smaller tablets on the market, and alongside that we have the Novatech nTablet, which is a rather heftier piece of kit. Now, you were saying in your introduction there that the point of tablet computing is you do everything on the screen. Here with the nTablet you have a rather lovely looking keyboard that you can plug in with the USB. But if you take it out of that, it becomes a slightly more manageable piece of kit. Now, obviously, the nTablet is quite big. It's a chunky, fairly hefty piece of kit. It runs a full version of Windows 7, which is unusual for a tablet. Obviously, people are used to, with the Apple, the iPad operating system is designed specifically for tablets.
Much simpler. Whereas this is more like a standard computer.
Exactly, it's exactly the same operating system as a standard computer. So you have the start bar and you can run any application that you can run on a normal Windows computer, you can run on the nTablet, which is arguably an advantage. Now with the Samsung, what you have is Android operating system. So what you get here is the standard kind of set of home screens that you can scroll across and put all the different applications from the Android marketplace on. Now, that could be an advantage, but the problem is that it's an operating system that's designed for smartphones. When you increase the screen size and put it on a tablet, it doesn't necessarily offer the same quality of experience that users might be expecting.
So both of those computers are roughly the same price, aren't they? Which is a bit cheaper than Apple's iPad.
Yeah, that's right. £469 is the most recent price for the Samsung Galaxy Tab. Alongside that, the nTablet with Windows 7 Home Professional, I think, on it is £469 as well. Obviously, that's quite an expensive piece of kit for the price, especially when you have basically a smartphone operating system on it. One of the problems that I definitely found with the Galaxy Tab is that it is a phone that's bigger. You can make phone calls on it, you'd look a bit daft. But it does have a lovely screen, and it's a very powerful and a very well-made piece of kit. It looks lovely, it's nice to hold, but I'm not sure if these things justify the price.
So what are the advantages of a tablet computer like this over a standard one?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting question, because if we go back over here to the nTablet, what we have is a tablet that runs a home PC or notebook, even netbook operating system. It's quite heavy, this one, so it's not necessarily very portable feeling. And all the applications that come on it are the applications that you're going to get with your home PC anyway. So you've got recognizable things on here like Skype, Firefox for browsing, Word, you could put anything on it. So it doesn't necessarily have those kind of unique advantages that a tablet computer might have, kind of fun applications, games on the go. But of course you can watch videos on it, and it has a very good screen for that.
Does the Galaxy Tab have any of those advantages?
Well, sure. The Galaxy Tab, I mean, the advantage over the iPad for both of them is that they support Flash. And this one also, as I said, doubles up as a phone.
So that means with Flash you'd be able to view certain websites, games and video websites that you couldn't view on the iPad.
And basically this means that the entire internet is your oyster, which it isn't necessarily on the iPad. But the problem with the Samsung Galaxy Tab is that because it does have that phone operating system, it just doesn't look quite right. Applications are too small for the screen. It's a phone, but it's bigger, and there's certainly a need for the Android operating system to update to give it that more kind of tablet feel that the iPad has, and the same with the nTablet. It's got a home operating system on it.
And would you recommend one particularly over the other?
Well, the thing is, they're very different pieces of kit, and I think the problem with that is what you're looking for out of a tablet. I mean, the thing with the nTablet, and especially if you put it in the somewhat dubious-looking keyboard cases, it does actually offer a full-on computer experience. There's not a lot that you can't do on it. I mean, it's not particularly powerful necessarily. So that's the advantage of that one. With the Galaxy Tab, you can pop it in a pocket. I don't have a pocket big enough, but were you to have kind of a big winter coat, then there's certainly kind of scope for it being a more portable device. But the problem is, and I think this is something that people are going to kind of keep coming back to with tablets that aren't the iPad, is there's yet to be kind of a credible competitor. Apple really have got the market absolutely spot on, and until an operating system can come along or a device can come along that can compete on a more kind of direct level, then I think Apple have still got the market sewn up.
Well, thank you very much. So that's the Samsung Galaxy Tab and the Novatech nTablet, both of which are available now. If you want to find out more information, you'll find pricing and full details and specifications on this page. And do keep an eye on computeractive.co.uk for future videos and reviews of other tablet computers as they come in.